So I'm sitting at the lot and I'm working on this 1998 Honda Civic. I bought it Friday from the auction. Today is Monday. So far, I've replaced the tail light. I've also replaced the shifter knob. The car needed to, the paint was totally faded out. So I got a few cans of spray paint and I sprayed over the vehicle. I'm currently about to do the window, remove this window tint. I did it on this window. So I did the window, remove the window tint on this window, and the other three windows have to remove it because they're very cloudy, and when you're inside the vehicle, you can't see outside. And I have to do the driver's side and this passenger side. Like I said, I replaced that shifter knob because that wasn't there. I also sprayed the car with a couple cans of paint. I'm telling you all this to kind of let you know. I also put some hubcaps that I had in the shop on the car. And the reason I'm making this video is I'm gonna give you the numbers on this particular car. Car runs and drives good, cold AC. But I want to maximize the profit on this car. And like I said, I'm gonna run the numbers for you. So I'm doing everything I can extra to get the maximum amount of money I can out of this car. So if I were to sell this car as is, like it is just right now, or somebody came and said, hey, I wanted to buy it, I would sell this car for $1,650. As you know, completed like the work how it is now. However, I want to get the car painted. I want to take off all the tint off the windows. The headliner needs to be completed, as well as that rear window regulator and window motor in this door. It needs to be replaced. So I've showed you the car. I've kind of told you a little bit about it. And here are the numbers on the car. So I bought this car from auction in Florida on Friday. I won the bid at $400. The auction fee was $100. So that's $500. Transportation to bring it back was $100. So now I'm $600 in the car. The tail light was $28. One of the hubcaps was $3. So I'm looking at $30. I think it was $2 or $3, but I'm looking at $30 for the tail light and the hubcap. Me taking off the tint, that's just my hours of working, and me putting on the shifter knob, same thing. So I'm telling you all this to say, and in the cans of paint that I used, it was like $30 worth of spray paint, but I could have taken it to Mako and they charged $335. The reason I don't want to take it to Mako is because this is a cash car. I sell these cars for like $1,600. I have this car currently priced at $1,650. This is a 1998 Honda Civic with 167,000 miles. The AC does work, it blows cold, heat works. 3 of the windows go down. Like I said, this window does not go down. And it needs a window regulator and a window motor. The motor's good, but the regulator's bad. But when you buy them as a combo, it's the same price. Sometimes it's even cheaper than getting just the regulator by itself. When I went to LKQ this morning, I took off a window regulator and a motor off of another Honda where I got the tail light off of. And when I took it up to the front, I asked the lady, I said, how much is this window regulator and window motor? She says, it's $44. Now, I had already checked on carparts.com as well as 1A Auto. And the car part, I believe, was $32 on carparts.com, and 1A Auto was $48. So I'm like, okay, so if I'm going to buy a used part that I don't know if it's going to work or not, as well as transporting it, me coming here to take it off, me taking it off, and then also me transporting it back to my shop, breaking down the door, putting the part on, and realizing it's a bad part. So now I got to go back to LKQ with my receipt, take the part back. I'm going to lose $3.50 because they charge a restocking fee. So it didn't make sense to pay $44 for a used window motor and regulator when I can get a brand new one for $32. Okay, so that little spat is over with. But my main thing is, so basically I'm in the car for, what did I say? $400 for the auction, $100 for the auction fee, $100 for transport from Florida to South Carolina. What else? The tail light is $30 and the shifter knob $30, the hubcap $30. All that was $30. What else do I have to do? Everything else is just manual labor, taking off the window tint. So I'm in the car, let's just say 700 even. I usually would sell this car, or say 650. I'd sell this car for 1650. I'd make me $1,000 on it. That's without a paint job. However, I understand that people are very simple. People want what looks good. You can give them a piece of crap car, but if it looks good, they'll buy it and be happy with it. Don't ask me why. It's just the minds of people. So my thought is, if I get it painted at Maaco, I'm going to want more money, because if I get it painted at Maaco, it's no longer going to be a $700 car. I'm going to be in it for $1,000, or $650. I'm being it for $1,000 because Maaco charges $335. Okay, so now my price has gone up from $1,650 to now me wanting $2,500. I know, because I sell cars a lot, that nobody's going to pay $2,500 for a 1998 Honda Civic. So it's kind of like, do I want to take the risk of putting the extra $300 in and still only being able to sell it for $1,650, or I'd hold firm at $2,000, $1,995. So I could either get it painted $1,995 and I can sell a car for $1,995, or take the risk. I'm leaning on getting it painted and then just charging $2,500. And if somebody wants it, they can have it. If they don't have to take it. But I'll let you know. Usually when I get cars painted, I sell the cars within a week or so, because the paint looks good, the cars run good, AC, heat, everything, so forth and so on. However, when I don't paint them, they still sell just as fast. So I'm going to just look at the car and kind of decide. Like I said, it's a 1998. So that's just my thoughts right now. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and you tell me what you think. I'll tell you what I think, and we can go from there.